Yo, 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 yun na nga. Yun na nga mga kapatid. Alright mga kaibigan. Nandito na naman tayo sa isang reaction video. May panonoorin na naman po tayo galing sa Pinas News Insider. At ating bibigyan ng reaksyon at opinyon. Korte kumanta na mga Supreme. Ano to? Supreme Court tinapos ang palasyo at kamara. Nag-iyakan na. Wala kasi kayong ginawa kundi pabagsakin si VP Sara. Ganyan lagi ang plano nyo. Tara, 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 simulan na natin. Alright. Ito, munting paalala para sa inyong lahat.
Kung gusto nyo naman ng mura na at mabilis na internet, nandito na ang Fiber ni Juan. Maaasahan.
Wow.
Kaya tawag na. Baka meron na sa inyong lugar ang Fiber ni Juan.
Okay, panoorin na natin itong kumaatikabong iyakan ng mga buhaya. Simulan na po natin ito.
Ito ang balita ngayon. Trending at pinag-uusapan ngayon sa mundo ng social media. Hindi naman ay balitang tunay na ang lahat ay may hangganan at kahit kailanman ay hindi mananaigang kasamaan laban sa kabutihan. Matapos ang walang katapusang pangbabatikos at mga kaliwat kanang akusasyon ng gobyernong ngagba at ma-impeach sa mababang kapulungan na pinamumunuan ng Speaker of the House na si Martin Romualdez, ang Office of the Vice President na halos taplakan na ng lupa ang Vice President na si Sara Duterte ay sadyang ang katotohanan na talaga ang siyang humatol laban sa kasinungalingan. Dahil sa wakas, Korte Suprema tuluyan ng hinatulan at ibinasura ang impeachment complaint laban sa Vice President na si Sara Duterte.
Adoy, 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 adoy! Iyak, 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 iyak! Agoy, paano na yung mga pumirma? 200 plus ba yung pumirma na yon? Di umano, meron daw 150 million yung mga pinagbigyan nun. Eh ano na, paano na? Pwede bang i-refund? OMG!
Gaano kaya katotoo ang balitang ito mga kababayan? Ating alamin. Pero bago ang lahat, kung bago ka pa lamang sa aming channel, please huwag kalimutang mag-like, subscribe at i-click ang notification bell para mas maging updated ka palalo sa lahat pa ng bagong video na i-upload namin. At ito na nga mga kababayan, tila totoo nga ang kasabihan na ang lahat ay may hangganan at ang kasinungalingan ay hindi mananaig laban sa katotohanan. Dahil sa wakas, Korte Suprema nagsalita na. Impeachment complaint laban sa Vice President Sara Duterte idineklarang unconstitutional. Ayon pa sa balita na ipinost online ng Bombo Radio Philippines, kinilala ng Senate Impeachment Court ang desisyon ng Supreme Court kung saan idineklara nitong unconstitutional ang impeachment trial laban kay Vice President Sara Duterte.
So ibig sabihin, kinilala din ng mga senator. Agoy, 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 paano yung kamera? Kikilalanin kaya nila?
Statement of the Senate Impeachment Court spokesperson, Supreme Court ruling on VP Duterte impeachment article, July 25, 2025. We acknowledge the Supreme Court's decision declaring the articles of impeachment against Vice President Sara Duterte as unconstitutional.
Alam nyo, dapat ang susunod na i-impeach, gawa ng paraan, yung presidente ngayon, yung mga bycam, GAA, etc., flood control project na sinasabing pachi lang pala, tapos malaking pera pala ang ibinigay ng budget para sa kanila. Nasaan na yung mga yon? I-compute ninyo lahat yon. Tignan nyo kung may kurakutan din na nangyayari. Nagtatanong lang, meron nga ba? Pag-usapan, yun naman ang pag-usapan natin. Total, inilaan nyo na halos ng 3 taon. Kakabanat kay VP Sara, hindi nyo na inasikaso yung ating Pilipinas. Kita nyo nagkakandabaha, okay lang na mabaha. Hindi naman ho natin sinisisi sa gobyerno yung pagbaha. Ang atin lamang po, kahit papano naman sana'y mabawasan ang kanilang mga problema sa pagbaha. Gumawa ng solusyon. Hindi mo pwedeng sabihin, eto na yung new normal. Walang ganon. Kapag sinabi mong ganon, isa lang ang ibig sabihin nun, napaka-weak mong leader. May leader bang ganyan? Meron! Ito! Ayan, kakabanat nyo. Ilang beses ko nang sinasabi to eh. Puro kayo impeachment, puro kayo impeachment. May bagong upo, impeachment din ang sasabihin. Hay! Kauupo lang, BP Sara agad ang babanatan. Re-elect, BP Sara ulit ang babanatan. Di ba mga gunggong?
The Senate setting as impeachment court has always acted indifferent to the Constitution and the rule of law. As a co-equal branch of government, we are duty-bound to respect the finality of rulings issued by the High Court. This decision affirms the careful and deliberate posture taken by the impeachment court that constitutional issues surrounding the articles required clarity before trial proceedings could commence. The court's ruling validates the prudence and restraint exercised by the Senate majority in recognizing those legal uncertainties from the outset. We now await the formal transmittal of the Supreme Court's decision and any related guidance that may affect the impeachment court jurisdiction. Moving forward, the Senate remains committed to upholding constitutional order, ensuring due process, and protecting the integrity of our democratic institution. Attorney Reggie Tungol, spokesperson, Senate Impeachment Court, unquote.
Ayan na. Dineclare na ng Supreme Court na unconstitutional ang impeachment complaints.
Eto, pasalamat ako dito. Hindi to kapit ako eh. Pag ayaw niya kay BBM, ayaw niya talaga. Pag sinabi niyang dilaw siya, dilaw siya. Diba? Ganon. Eh yung iba, yun nasa na yung mga ibang dilaw dyan na may ayaw kay PBBM. Dati ayaw niyo eh. Pero ngayon, putak, kumakapit ako din kayo eh. Mga kupal din kayo eh. Mga hunyango kayong sumisip-sip sa mga daliri. Eto hindi. Dilaw kung dilaw. Diba? Ganon. Dilaw po ako. Ayaw ko lang talaga kay PBBM magpasa hanggang ngayon. Si Bam Aquino, ganun din. Yun nga lang, sabi niya, gusto niya daw ituloy sa yung ano tawag dito, yung impeachment. Ewan ko kung totoo yun o baka post-post lang yun. Kung totoo man yun, eh, gunggong din. Pero ayaw niya rin kay PBBM. Okay din yun, no? Pero pag ayaw niyo kay BP Sara, isa lang ang ibig sabihin nun. Makitid ang inyong pag-iisip patungkol po sa nalalaman nyo kay BP Sara kung ayaw nyo sa mga Duterte. Yun lang ang aking opinyon. Kasi hindi mo nakikita yung mga magagandang nagagawa ng mga Duterte at mas naniniwala ka doon sa mga bias mediang pinagkakatiwalaan yung hayop kayo. Eto, tingnan nyo. Tunay na dilaw. Sumusuporta sa dilaw. Ayaw niya kay PBBM magpasa hanggang ngayon. Diba? Eh yung mga dilaw na nakaupo doon, kamusta na? Kung sumisip-sip kayo sa mga daliri, ay, alam nyo nang meron din sa kanyang ano eh. Alam nyo pwede rin dapat ma-impeach. Meron din siyang mga confidential, etc. mga budget na questionable. Bakit ayaw nyo? Ayaw nyong i-impeach. Kasi pag in-impeach nyo yan, si BP Sara ang mauupo. Di ba? Si BP Sara kasi ang mauupo. Yun talaga ang totoo. Kaya ayaw nyong tawag dito, kantiin man lang yung presidente. Ganun yun.
Kay Vice President Sara
Duterte. Ay, tuloy na natin ha.
Nakasaad po kasi sa ating saligang batas, ang konstitusyon, na ang impeachable officers, kagaya ng Vice President, ay pwede lamang ma-impeach minsan, once lang, sa isang taon, bawat opisyal.
Yun naman pala, mga kapatid. Tuloy-tuloy na ho natin.
Na impeachable. At ano po ang ginawa dito ni Speaker Romualdez? 4 na complaint po ang pinagfa-file sa isang taon. Hindi lamang 2. 4 talaga. At kaya sagot ang House of Representatives at ang Speaker ng Supreme Court. Sagutin itong mga katanungan ito. Ano nangyari doon sa 3 impeachment complaint? Bakit itong pang-4, ito yung inakyat nyo doon sa Senado? Bilang itong complaint na siyang basihan ng paglilitis o impeachment. Nasaan ang 3? Ano nangyari sa 3? Anong mga komite ang nagpasa nito? Sinabi pa ng Supreme Court, sagutin may Speaker. Nabasa ba ng lahat ng congressman at congresswoman ang impeachment complaint na yan bago nila pinirmahan? Di ba may narinig tayong mga haka-haka dyan, pero palagay ko totoo yun, na pinatawag daw ang mga congressman na mga majority, mga congressman na under the thumb of Speaker Romualdez, pinatawag daw at doon sila nagpirmahan. Yung mga hindi pumirma, yun yung hindi pumunta o hindi pinatawag. Kaya, ang tanong ng Supreme Court, nabasa ba ng lahat yung impeachment complaint na yon? Yung pang-apat ha, bago yan pinirmahan ng mga sumang-ayon, hindi na po sumagot. Yan ho ang problema. Kung ang ating House of Representatives ay sinasabi niyang siya, ang speaker, ay hindi po niya sasagutin ang Supreme Court. Abay, ngayon ka lang makakita ng sabi democratic na bansa na ang House of Representatives ay ayong sumagot sa Supreme Court. Sa Amerika na. Pag pinapasagot ng Supreme Court, sasagot talaga lahat ng mga opisyalis ng gobyerno. Abay, ito talagang saksakan na talaga ang kapangyarihan ni Speaker Romualdez sa ilalim ng administrasyon ng kanyang pinsan, ni President BBM. Ito ay isang dagok na naman, hindi lamang dagok ito. Saksak ito sa dibdib ni BBM ang ginawa ng pinsan niyang Speaker of the House. Sa pagmamadali nilang talagang tanggalin si VP Sara para wala na siyang kalaban sa 2028, ay lahat ginawa nilang basta mapadali lang. Kaya ngayon, sasabihin pa ba niya ni Speaker na hindi siya sang-ayon at hindi sila papayag? Ngayon, wala siyang magawa dahil yung Senado, hindi niya uto-uto yan si Senate President Chis Escudero. Siyempre, sasabihin ni Senate President Chis Escudero, magsalita ng Supreme Court. Ano gagawin namin? Mas mataas pa ba kami sa Korte Suprema? Mas mataas pa ba ang House of Representatives under Speaker Romualdez sa Korte Suprema? BBM, kasalanan po ito lahat ng inyong pinsan. Kaya sana po tanggalin nyo na yan as Speaker. Yan lang po nakakasama na talaga ng image niyo lalo eh. Kasi lahat ng ginawa niya, simula pa dun sa budget na institutionalize na yung lahat ng mga ayuda.
Narinig natin at na-confirm na nanalo tayo doon sa petisyon na final natin para against sa impeachment complaint ni VP Inday Sara, no? Napagpala po tayo ng Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala na nanalo, and I have yet to receive the full text of the decision, pero marami na pong tumatawag sa atin kanina pa. Kala ko yun palang resolution sa Supreme Court granting our petition questioning the impeachment complaint filed against VP Sara Duterte. So this is a great victory for the Filipino nation, and we hope and pray that this saga of an illegal, unconstitutional impeachment complaint against the Vice President will finally end, because this will not really help in the development of our country. This will only cause further division, beloved country. So this is really a good news. At least now we can concentrate on the more important things. The congressmen can now concentrate in helping their constituents, especially in the NCR region na binaha ng husto. Sana yun ang pagtutukan, and maganda talaga ito kasi wala naman talagang kabuluhan yung impeachment complaint na yun. And the only ground siguro na medyo malakas doon na tingin nila na malakas ay yung alleged funds daw na hindi na-liquidate according to them. Pero kung titingnan mo, pati ang COA nag-clear na ng ating pinakamamahal na Vice Presidente. So it was really premature, aside from the fact that it was really a violation of the one-year bar rule. We were able to explain it fully in the past, and I do hope and pray that this petition will now put to rest all questions concerning the impeachment complaint being filed in the Senate, no? Kasi malapit nang mag-open yung Senado ngayong July 28, if my memory serves me right. So at the very least,
I hope it will no longer be tackled as an issue because the case has finally been decided. Although it is a fact that pwede pa mag-file ng motion for reconsideration yung House of Representatives through the Solicitor General perhaps. Pero klaro naman na na-decide na itong issue na ito. Sana tigilan na itong issue na ito kasi wala talaga itong ginagawang mabuti sa ating bansa. Lahat lang pamulitika. Wala nang ibang nangyayari sa ating bansang maganda. Lahat politika. So concentrate naman tayo na tulungan yung ating mga kababayan sa NCR. Kagagaling ko lang sa Manila kahapon. Grabe ang baha and kailangan ng tulong ng ating mga mamamayan doon, and they should be helped, they should be assisted, and let us now concentrate to help our country rather than engage in useless discourse such as this impeachment discourse which does not contribute anything to the positive development of our country. So sa lahat pong sumusuporta sa amin at pong nagpahayag ng suporta, ng pananalangin at pagtulong sa amin, maraming salamat po sa inyo. Gusto ko ring pasalamatan yung aking mga kasama sa opisina, mga aking magiting at magaling at mga gwapa na mga bright pa, no? Si Attorney Resi Rizada Nolasco, thank you very much for your help and assistance. To Attorney Yula Arias, yun, magaling na abogada natin. Si Attorney Creamy Clavero, thank you very much. To Attorney Reginald Santiago, maraming salamat. To Attorney Vanessa, maraming salamat sa iyo. Attorney Escritor, so Attorney Campaner, no, sa the law firm of Torion and Partners. Yun ding aking mga staff na walang tulugan minsan. Nasira na ata ang aming photocopying machine sa dami ng kaso na of national interest, no. I would like to make special mention to my ever reliable Vincent. Maraming salamat, Vincent. Si JR, yung aking process server, yung aking chef, si Steve, maraming salamat. Ako apong badlungon ng mga staff food na apo dia, salamat gyapon. Thank you very much for all your help and assistance, no. Gaya ng nasabi ko, si Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala gumagawa talaga ng mirakulo, no. At least nakachamba tayo dito. We won in the case that truly matters. This is a case that truly matters because this affects our country, this affects our nation, this affects the future of our children. Kasi kung ipatuloy itong impeachment, itong mangyayari nito, magkakagulo tayo, we will be further divided, a great schism will further be enhanced, and it does not contribute to nation building. It does not contribute to the improvement of our country. So let this issue be put to rest. Sana ang kasunod nito, yung yung aming petisyon naman for manual counting. Sana magkaroon din kami ng milagro na manalo rin doon at mapagbigyan kami ng Korte Suprema na i-grant yung aming petisyon for mandamus na i-require yung Commission on Elections, no, na i-implement yung manual counting, no. Nangyari ito sa dahil sa assistance ng ating mga kasama sa opisina, sila Attorney Rizada Nolasco, sila Attorney Arias, si Attorney Clavero, sila Attorney Santiago, no. Maski mahirap yung kaso, nakaya natin and nanalo tayo, pinagpala tayo ni Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala. I hope and pray that this issue will be put to rest, no. Papunta ako sa aking klase, mga kaibigan, no. Ganito po si Attorney Torion, papunta sa klase. Parang anong tawag ngayon? Anong tawag mo yan? Yung dalawang bagay na multitasking, yun. Yan, nag-multitasking tayo kasi papunta tayo sa klase. Siyempre, kailangan nating mag-review sa ating mga lecture sa mga magigitir at magagaling nating mga estudyante. At nakarinig, na-confirm kasi kaninang umaga merong tumatawag sa atin na meron nang ipapalabas daw na desisyon. Kahapon pa yun, pero marites lang kasi yun marites lang yun. So ngayon confirm na. So sana again Pasalamatan natin lahat ng tumulong sa atin.
The Supreme Court has ruled that the House impeachment complaint versus VP Sara Duterte is barred by the one-year rule and that due process or fairness applies during all stages of the impeachment process. I quote, "Our fundamental law is clear. The end does not justify the means." Another quote, "There is a right way to do the right things at the right time. This is what the rule of just law means. This is what fairness or due process of law means, even for impeachment." End of quote. In a unanimous decision today, July 25, 2025, the Supreme Court en banc declared the articles of impeachment against Vice President Sara Duterte unconstitutional, noting that it is barred by the one-year rule under Article 11, Section 3, Paragraph 5 of the Constitution, and that it violates the right to due process enshrined in the Bill of Rights. Therefore, the Senate did not acquire jurisdiction over the impeachment proceedings. However, the court said it is not absolving Vice President Duterte from any of the charges against her, but any subsequent impeachment complaint may only be filed starting February 6, 2026. The case stemmed from 4 impeachment complaints against Vice President Duterte. The first 3 were filed before the House by private individuals and different groups on December 2, 4, and 19 in 2024. A 4th complaint was lodged by a resolution approved by more than 1/3 of the House members of the 19th Congress on February 5, 2025, which was transmitted as the articles of impeachment to the Senate on the same day. This was followed by 2 petitions filed before the Supreme Court challenging its constitutionality. The Supreme Court decision, written by Senior Associate Justice Marvic M.D.F. Leonen, ruled that all legal issues involving impeachment proceedings are subject to judicial review, considering the nature of the offices and the institutions that are subject to impeachment, its effect on the independence of constitutional departments and organs, and its nature as a constitutional process. The impeachment process is primarily a legal and constitutional procedure, but with political characteristics. It may be sui generis, but it is not a purely political proceeding. This means that the Bill of Rights, especially the Due Process Clause and the right to speedy disposition of cases, applies to the entire impeachment process itself. Although the court does not determine whether an impeachable officer may be removed or disqualified from political office, it emphasized that it has the duty to construe the process mandated in the Constitution. In declaring that the articles of impeachment were barred by the one-year rule, the decision differentiated the first 3 complaints from the 4th complaint. The first 3, it said, were filed under Article 11, Section 3, Paragraph 2 of the Constitution, which allows any citizen to file a verified complaint with an endorsement by an anti-House member. The 4th one was through Article 11, Section 3, Paragraph 4 of the Constitution, through a verified complaint or resolution filed by at least 1/3 of the House members. The court took note that the House of the 19th Congress did not act on the first 3 endorsed complaints, which were considered terminated or dismissed upon adjournment of the House. The 3 impeachment complaints were archived and therefore deemed terminated or dismissed on February 5, 2025. Therefore, no new impeachment complaint, if any, may be commenced earlier than February 6, 2026, the Supreme Court held. Under Article 11, Section 3, Paragraph 5 of the Constitution, no impeachment proceedings shall be initiated against the same official more than once within a period of 1 year. According to the decision, the 1-year bar is reckoned from the time an impeachment complaint is dismissed or is no longer viable. A key issue in the petitions is whether the House complied with the 10-session day requirement under the Constitution for including a verified impeachment complaint in the order of business of the House. The court ruled that the House was able to comply with the requirement by putting the 3 endorsed impeachment complaints in the order of business of the House of Representatives, since a session day is not equivalent to a calendar day. It is a period that starts from a call to order until the session is adjourned, regardless of the passage of time. However, the court reminded the House that Article 11, Section 3, Paragraph 2 of the Constitution clearly requires that a verified impeachment complaint be immediately put in the order of business within 10 session days from its endorsement. The Constitution does not grant either the Secretary General or the Speaker of the House any discretion to determine when this period commences. Consequently, the House of Representatives is not granted any discretion except to refer these matters to the proper committee within 3 session days. However, the House may opt to consolidate all impeachment complaints properly commenced and endorsed within these periods. The court also determined that due process applies to the impeachment process. It laid down the following due process requirements in impeachment proceedings. First, the articles of impeachment or resolution must include evidence when shared with the House members, especially those who are considering its endorsement.
At yun na nga mga kababayan, ano na ang masasabi mo? Kung mayroon kayong hinaing at komento patungkol sa balitang ito, please comment down below. Pag-uusapan natin yan sa comment section. At kung nagustuhan nyo ang video, ay huwag kalimutang mag-like at i-share na din para mas marami pang makaalam at umabot ito sa marami sa ating mga kababayan. Maraming salamat po!